In my quest to play all the best FNAF fan games, I finally got into the second in the Five Nights at Candy's trilogy. While the whole series is beloved, FNAC2 in particular gets a much worse rep than the other ones. This is primarily due to some gameplay faults that it has, leading to very easy and repetitive gameplay. I do think this game deserves a lot of love. It's still made by Emil Mako, and it shows through the fantastic art, great atmosphere, amazing sound design. While I will be talking about some of the gameplay flaws later, I still had a fun enough first playthrough. But this video will be separated into my original blind playthrough and then a separate analysis right at the end of the video. Oh. What? Or else people think you're a chicken, and then after night one, I'm gonna kill myself. Ha! Wait, that actually works? I like that. That's cool. I'm still getting started on this whole YouTuber thing, and so for some reason I did not read a single ounce of text on screen. This game works primarily off of calling phones, which either scares away animatronics or primarily attracts animatronics. If you call a phone that they're at, they can break it, which means you can't use it, which means you lose your protection. Broke that one too. Have I found the strat? Which is just to cycle cameras, because every time it breaks one, it gives me the other one to use. Come on. Wait, this doesn't work. This isn't supposed to fucking work right now. And you're gonna go back online, and then you just work. So it doesn't even fucking matter. What the fuck? I caught her for the transitionary frame right there. Just making sure there's no one else in here. You're gonna go back online. Yep. It fucking sucks that this just works. There's nothing else happening. I mean, I'm sure next time it'll get destroyed, but... Okay, we get one of these. Court-mandated fucking FNAF lore minigame. Alright. Okay, oh. One of the animatronics will be able to climb into the ventilation systems to get you. If you hear noises coming from the vents, find the camera animatronic. Find the camera... Oh, I fucking scared myself there. Okay. I'm gonna start stalling you like I normally would. Oh, alright. Into the ventilation system to get you. If you hear the noise coming from the vent, find the camera the animatronic is on it, and then call the phone in the room to scare it. This is a little, repetitive. Oh, and I got him. Perfect. Repetitive. Let me fucking speak English properly. Fuck off. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, the gameplay loop of this one is very simple. I really liked the first one's, like, I guess variants. It felt very fun. I think, like, listen, we all love Five Nights at Freddy's for various reasons, I'm sure. But I always kind of felt like, oh, what am I supposed to do with these? Am I supposed to take them back? I don't know. There was this need to do, like, oh, we have to do mini games because of FNAF 2. But FNAF 2 gets away with it because it's fucking FNAF 2, man, you know? Like, FNAF 3, I think, did the right thing by having it be a, like, bonus. You know, it's a thing you find and you do. And I think that's the correct way to go about it. Because, listen, I'm not enjoying holding my fucking WASD keys for 2 minutes because they decided to have me play as fucking Tux or whatever his name is. Admittedly, the only other example of, like, a good minigame, a good minigame example to me is probably going to be FNAF 4's, like, you know, Plush Trap, Nightmare BB segments. Those are fun. Those are fun and they give you a benefit and they're not just, like, a fucking slog. Yeah, here, let me hold a direction for 15 minutes. I don't know if anyone in this world truly loves the fucking, you know, gameplay segments. These segments. They're a little boring. Like in FNAF 2 even. Like in FNAF 3 they're interesting because they're so story relevant. But again, it's FNAF fucking 3, man. When that came out, that shit was hype. And maybe this was hype when it came out. And I liked the first game, but I just don't care. This is neat, but, like, it's not amazing. Okay. Let's see what new gameplay elements are brought in on night 3. I better not get to night 5 tonight. There's now 2 of you. Fuck. Wait. That's what that does? So do I just have to click off? Fuck off. Fuck off. Shit, I got the wrong one. Oh my god, fucking click off. You fuck. Alright. That was easy enough. 1991. It was 1989 on maybe the first one, maybe it was the Tux one. My god, what's the important lore of Five Nights at Candy's 2, man? Alright. Cat and rat, fuck my shit up. Come on, let's get a game going. My fingers hurt from fucking playing this. I don't know how. Well, that's night number 3? Was that night number 4? We're like already almost done, man. Oh, I have to return the fucking bow or the tie. This is 91 or 92 now, and wasn't it 91 or 90 last time? So is this year by year? Oh, that's actually cool. This is showing the degradation of candies over time in comparison, because the entirety of the first game kind of, you know, gets on that point of like, this is a competitor to Freddy Fazbear's, and oh, there's always a competitor, but you know, as even Freddy Fazbear falls, which is a very funny sentence. You know, candies also doesn't rise. They, you know, suffer a similar fate. Okay. If I beat this night, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, not really. You know, but if I beat it tonight, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. Ah! Oh, Chester got me. Well, finally a fucking death. Okay. So... is literally just find the one camera they aren't on? Is there any reason why you can't just perma-stall on cameras forever? I'm not even gonna leave cams. I'm assuming what's going to happen if I stay on cams is that the penguin becomes more active. This can't be real. This is fucking crazy. Oh shit. That one's broke. But I fucking pre-called it correctly. On total accident. Fuck. Dude, what is this? What the fuck is this, man? This shit's so fucking stupid. So, the issue is, why would I ever do a strategy other than that? They're probably gonna show me Rat, and Rat's gonna do a thing. I'm gonna go, holy shit! Oh, holy shit, Rat's here! But, like, why would I ever do anything other than sit in fucking cam? Sit on my ass, click buttons. Oh yeah, the issue is that fucking, why would I ever not do that? And on top of that, it's not even like fun gameplay. It's sitting and clicking buttons for a long ass time. So far though, Chester, he's got the kill. Let's see, maybe I can, if Rat doesn't do anything, maybe I can just get night 6 done. No way Candy gets fucking blasted, man. Wow, it's the end. This has gotta make me lock in. Come on, make me lock in. Dude, what a fucking good game. Just so you guys know, I fully have my like hand resting on my fucking face. My face resting on my hand. I'm chilled the fuck out. I feel like I would have to majorly fuck up to not win this. Oh! Uh-oh. Well, that was similarly nothing. There was apparently still the hacking mechanic that just never occurred to me because, I don't know, it didn't fucking matter, I guess. 1976. We went back in time for this one. You know, I'm tired. I'm gonna try and beat the whatever the like 720 mode in this game is, because I wonder if I could do it tonight before I even, you know, practice it at all. Like 720 on FNAC1, the original, I'm gonna have to see what the old strategies were, or if I'm just gonna have to brute force it doing what I was doing for night 6, just because like it was that hard. This is just like stupid. What's up, bro? It's me, an animatronic. Is this what the puppet was, maybe? Like, is this like a retcon? '87. Oh, so like, do we kill him? Yeah. That is so scary and so crazy. Custom night? Okay. Normal, 720. I'm not even sure I'm gonna have to cut this video down. Oh my god. Okay, so it is actually a bit harder. Requires you to do something. That's good. Okay. Are you kidding? Oh, you're also here. It's like you literally can't do anything about it. It's just that, like, now it's just stupid. Now it's just they break it, I think, the first tick they're in the room. So you literally have to reaction. 6-minute reaction test. 6-minute reaction test, or you just get fucked. Fuck. I might be dead. Okay. All right. Oh my god. It's just like, it's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. It always starts you on camera 11. What? I'm gonna coin that phrase, schizo clicking, just because it feels insane. Fuck. Really? I thought I was doing very good. So, avoiding the fact that I just died, I think I've found a strategy that makes sense to me. And so what that is, all right, we can group the map into, obviously there's 6 rooms each with a phone. We can group it into 3 chunks of 2 because we need to get rid of the penguin. We want to minimize how much we're getting the penguin. And so that's why I'm like double clicking. That's the schizo clicking I'm doing, where I'm clicking the one I want to go to, the one I don't want to go to, and I'm going back to the one I want to go to. And that minimizes the chance of me having to deal with the penguin. The other thing is because these rooms are already grouped, it makes it a bit easier to like make sense of mentally in terms of when people are going to move here. Oh my god, I clicked off. I'm dead? I'm probably dead. Ha! I can hear Chester going off. Taking his time. I think one of the most boring things about this max mode is that I'm not even looking at my fucking cameras. I'm looking at the map the whole time. And ugh. I find that lame. No. Okay, that was a big reaction out of me. Are you... I thought I caught him earlier than I did. I really did. Alright, that's rough. Well, that sounds like another run, baby. That sounds like run number 15. I wonder what number we're at. Oh my fucking god. Dude. Fucking thank God. Oh my gosh. Fuck, man. It's just stupid. That fucking thing is just stupid. Alright. And then what's nightmare mode? Who knows? Maybe I'll want to get it done tonight. Damn, he's fast. I'm gonna beat this one before I fucking hop off. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This thing's so fucking easy. Time to schizo click for the next 16 minutes. Dude, my fucking earbud's going out. Dude, my earbud's fucking going out. I can't. I actually might have fucking won that. I actually might have fucking gotten that. That's so fucking bullshit. I know on the menu there's stereo, whatever. I mean, we'll try it again. I feel like I can still get it done tonight, so. But my right earbud's now charging. Well, that's unfortunate that I couldn't tell where it was coming from. Really? But I had my Mababaro. What? That's rough. That's rough, and that's entirely my fault. It's just like, some of this is so stupid. And also, right now, I don't have fucking clear audio, so I can't even, like, I'm having to physically search for him. This is what I'm talking about, where it's just like, I'm too fucking tired. Like, I can do it. I need my fucking earbud back. I'm gonna see if maybe I can still hear it. But, like, then I can just tell, okay, it's definitely in my right versus, oh, it's in my left. Oh, that closed the whole fucking game. Alright, come on. Are you fucking... Thank fuck. Dude, I still have only one earbud in. Fucking thank God. Thank God, and also done in one sitting. Jesus Christ. This one was very disappointing, if I'm speaking earnestly. It was very simple, it was very easy, it was very boring. Like, there wasn't anything happening that was like... I don't know, there was nothing happening. I still have 720 to do on fucking FNAC1. Which kind of tells you how easy this one is. Actually, before we hop off, I am going to check the max mode list. So I'm just gonna hop in because my original recording, I was very sloppy, I was kind of all over the place. So the max mode list is like the competitive form that people use to rank how hard each maximum, like, hardest difficulty mode, how hard it is in each game, and so people kind of hunt these ones. Since I do intend to be doing a lot more max modes in the future, I wanted to see how the ones I just beat ranked, and as you can see, they're very high up on the list, or low rather. They're not hard at all. Most of the original FNAF games rank higher than this. Only 750 for the more strict main mode, having less modes per game. The max mode list with unlimited modes is still at 900, which is like nothing. And this is from the All Modes list website, and as you can see, they are both similarly ranked incredibly low, just under 1200. So yeah, these ones were pretty easy. It should be no shock. I could beat them so handedly. And so let's talk about what the issues with them were. So I did want to make an addendum about why I think FNAC2 fails from a game design perspective. Remember, I am a game dev myself, and so part of the reason why I'm playing through these games in the way that I am is to analyze them. These might become main channel videos, the points I'm making here, but it's been a good week since I actually played this. It's the 26th as of recording, so about 9 days. Being this far away from the game has made me kind of enjoy it more. Not in the sense that it was so bad playing it that I'm happy to be away from it, but in the sense that I do want to learn FNAC2 But Better, the harder version of the game that's modded by the community, just because I think there is something in the main gameplay loop that is fun. But why is FNAC2 viewed as kind of a failure? Well, for one, you don't have to leave the fucking cameras. I mentioned this and I found this out while I was playing. Again, it took me 2 hours to beat this entire game, including the max modes. That's nothing. It took me about an hour total to beat both of them, and I very rarely died up until the max modes. And the only reason I was dying in the max modes was because they do require an amount of precision that the main knights don't have. And I think that's just simply bad game design. And part of that failure is that all of the mechanics in the game happen in the cameras. There is not a single mechanic that happens in the hallway. Yes, you can see animatronics go in and move out, but you don't need to do that if you just call phones and watch their movement, because you can eternally kite people around the fucking warehouse. Something that FNAC2 But Better does is that it makes Candy and Cindy have independent hall sides. So one of them is focused on the left, one of them is focused on the right, and you can only call them 2 rooms on their side. This means you actually have to juggle characters. It's amazing. And I think the fact that such a simple thing immediately adds a layer of complexity to the game is an example of why there's a failure in the game design. It's not even to get into all of the other changes that other characters get in FNAC2 But Better, which I don't think you'd even have to add all of them to make the game better, just some of them to add some more complexity. Because as it stands, Candy, Cindy, Blank, and largely Rat are identical characters. Supposedly, Blank is a bit more aggressive, and of course Rat has their hacking mechanic, but that's just taken from Penguin anyways. And that brings me to the other issue. The 520 mode, the main group that you play with throughout the entire game, is harder at 20 AI than Rat and Cat are, which I find an issue because the entire game sets up Rat and Cat as our final bosses. The fact that your final boss mode, and worse, the 220 mode, Nightmare mode you unlock after beating 520, is easier than the main mode shows that there was some disconnect between the actual gameplay and what the design was meant to be. And I get it. This is a big issue with game devs and artists in general, that how you want to see something, how you see your own work, is disconnected from the reality of it. And your job is to try and figure out the reality of it and then adjust that reality so that it matches your vision. The truth of the matter is that in 520 you have 3 bodies that are in rooms breaking phones. This means you have a harder time searching for the right room, and then you separately have Chester you have to look for so that he doesn't break into vents. Of course, then Penguin is also hacking. The thing about Rat and Cat is that you only have one body you're really looking for. Well, I'm pretty sure Cat can break phones. The thing is, Cat reacts in a much more obvious way because of how they interact with vents. Rat is basically just a random body character, no different than anyone else, but also has Penguin's hacking mechanic, which basically means you're just playing with Candy and Penguin as Rat, which is nothing interesting. And then, yeah, going back to Cat, Cat is an interesting idea, being a hybrid animatronic that can both act as one of the phone-attracted breaking phone characters and act as a vent character should you neglect him a little bit. The issue is, you can intentionally just neglect him. He starts becoming very predictable, where if you leave him in certain rooms, you can pretty much guarantee that within the next 5 seconds, you're gonna hear a vent sound, and it's probably going to be from the same room, or the same side at least. It's not very hard to play around him, and the fact that he is one of our 2 final boss characters is rather disappointing. Again, I think the sound design in this game, the visual design, and the general gameplay loop is interesting. There is something fun about it, but it doesn't mean that it's good. You would have to redesign some of these things to make them good, and that's what FNAC2 But Better does. It's probably why I'm going to make a main channel video on it. I originally had a much longer version of this tangent in the video, but I decided to cut it since 1, it'll be a main channel video at some point, and 2, the important part is designing around skill level. Again, this channel is largely going to be focused around game development, so it's important to take a look at it from that perspective. I could understand if part of the reason why this game is so lackluster is because the developer didn't want to add too much complexity, didn't want to strangle out the lower level, lower skill players from finishing it, considering that here's a Steam post from the time it came out, people saying that the 720 mode was impossible, which these are probably children, but still there are people you're going to alienate by having a high level of skill required to beat the game. However, as I went over, the thing is that the issue isn't, oh, the game needs to be harder, the game needs to be more complex. There is effectively one thing you do the entire game. And if the intention was to not make it too difficult for the less skilled players, you end up in a scenario where now you've alienated everyone who does like a little bit of challenge, who is decent at the game, considering, again, 2 hours for this entire fucking thing. Regardless, while most FNAF games do end up as basically doing the same loop for 4 to 8 minutes, I would still say that when you're designing a game like this, you don't want the player, even in the main nights, to just default to the same actions. I think the fact that at every level of play, the same exact strategy is always the best one is kind of a sign of the issue. I love Emil Mako, I love the FNAC series, It's just that this game in particular is a little rough. Anyhow, that is all that I have for this video. You know the deal. Like if you like, subscribe if you want to see more content. I do plan to increase the quality of my work as I continue. That is all. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.